Go district. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, bleed, ball. And I bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. It's the Go district, y'all. I ball, cause I bleed, bleed, bleed. Hey, bleed and I ball. Defeated the odds, didn't see him at all. JD in the pods, I needed it all. I bleeded a lie. You bleeded a lie, not bleeded a lie. And that's what a goat do. Facts, let me show you. Happen to know dudes. Draft and they don't do bad and they don't lose. Make you wanna bleed, bleed, bleed. It's the Go district, boys giving you the business and no gimmicks. The best ball drafts got me feeling like it's Christmas. Then it's Christmas all of a sudden and these riches came from nothing. And I got this all from loving a district. See, I just drafted, forget it. I laugh at the critics, they mad at the digits. I clap back by listening. See, BALLiN ain't a problem if you kick it with them off. And I refresh the feed till autumn, then I bleed, 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 go.
Overdue shout out to the FF Man Bum Gabe for the lyrics on that one, and my boy Dan made graphics, who worked on the video part of that intro. They also worked on the Goat District anthem as well. So guys, welcome to MiCRO BALLiN with my boy Andrew sitting in the gym. He's got some people over doing auctions, doing real world stuff. So I thought I'd steal him away for a few minutes to give you guys an update on the draft. Andrew, how you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on? And my oldest just comes barging into the room screaming hello. So I don't know if we caught that on record too, but she's now involved as well. So
she's officially hired.
That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got a baby goat in the house.
Nice.
So I believe the last time we came on, did we actually make a pick? I should probably ask you this before we came on, but I was trying to remember.
Yeah, so we have only been recapping so far. So we made a pod for 1, we made a pod for 2, and then we did a recap of 3 through 6.
Okay, perfect.
That's 3 through
3. That's what I couldn't remember. If we actually
3 through 7
when we made the Tanyan pick. Okay, so basically, so far, if you're tuning in for the first time, we are doing a 100K prize for first best ball FFPC, myffpc.com. Best place to play. Let me throw that on the screen for you people. There it is, $550,000 in prize money, $125 entry. So Andrew and I have been drafting this slow draft, 6-hour clock. We are now in round 9. Our team looks like this: Zeke, DK Metcalf, CeeDee Lamb. Sorry, I just paused because I'm like, why don't I have this on the screen? So I'll throw it on the screen as I keep going. Tyler Lockett in the 4th, Dak Prescott, Tyler Higbee, Robert Tonyan in the 6th, and then we came back with the Super Dallas stack, which, we'll talk about that a bit, with Gallup, Michael Gallup, who I noticed I have more shares of than I thought. So Andrew, what do you think so far? I know we went through a lot of it in the past videos. So guys, if you haven't checked them out, make sure you check out the MiCRO BALLiN, where we're at now, how you feeling about it? You excited about the next pick?
Okay, so we recapped our last one, 3 through 7. That was the great on-air reaction. Or 3 through 7. Now we did 8. We picked 8 this morning. We did Gallup. We got the super stack. I think that feels really sexy in terms of just firing up something that's high variance. Because again, we're looking for the 0.5% outcome, the 0.1% outcome. That's what we're looking for here, and I think that's what Gallup gives us. So we smashed that pick earlier this morning. I don't know if you have anything to add to it, but I like that pick. We basically decided, let's wait to record until we got up in the 8th round, which basically took all afternoon. So here we are in the 8th.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, if you haven't heard us talk about the whole strategy aspect of the stacking and why, I know right now with the Dak news being a little iffy, but like Andrew and I have been going back and forth on, it's probably why we've been able to get this stack is there's a slight discount on these guys right now. And this time of year, it's good to take advantage. You can kind of get caught with injuries, but you can also take advantage of, certain headlines. And even if Dak misses a couple game, Andrew, I think that the firepower that we have up to this date on this team and the way we can complement the rest of the roster as we get through these next rounds, I have no doubt that, again, unless something crazy happens with Dak, where he's just not playing at all or anything like that, But no, I think we have some nice options right now.
Yeah, and what's been beautiful, and only one last thing I'll say about Gallup, because we actually get to make a pick again finally after only doing it for the first 1 to 2 picks. The beautiful thing about Gallup that we've seen in the preseason is he's been playing on the outside a lot more. And I think that that's one thing that I think that everybody was looking for is where is he going to play? Is he only going to be a slot guy? Is he going to get some like deeper, more call it explosive routes, if you will? And that's absolutely the way it's turned out, at least in the preseason. So hoping that continues into the regular season. And even if not, if either Cooper or Lamb goes down, I think that we've got the perfect guy to slide into a secondary role. So again, this is not like an injury play on Lamb at all. I think he can be effective as a wide receiver 3 in Dallas, but I think that if Cooper goes down, let's just play it that way. I think that this becomes even bigger. So the injury play is really on Cooper.
And that's what's nice about the Dallas stack is you're not worried about adding that super stack piece, as we called it with Gallup, because you know that this offense is going to have that firepower to spread the ball around and give us enough love to fill us some nice fantasy points on a weekly basis. So we went 2 tight ends in 6 and 7. We've got 1 quarterback, 1 running back, and we've got our 4 receivers. We started throwing names on the board. I'll read out just some of them just so people get an idea where we are right now. We're picking at 904. You got Debo on there, Devontae Smith, Zach Moss, Fournette, Gesicki, Hardman, Mooney. Anyone here that you're feeling? I think we seem to be focused on one position, but
yeah, just to throw it out there, because I don't hate necessarily the Gesicki idea or tight end idea. I just think that what we want to be really good at tight end. I don't think that we would be happy if we get in the middle of the season and we're starting 3 tight ends with 2 in our flex. Like if it works out like that, like maybe, but I don't think that should be our goal walking into these. So that's why I'd say, like, for me, if we can throw out the tight end position and maybe focus on wide receiver here, I still think too early for our second running back. But wanted to get your thoughts, at least so that way we can focus in on that one position, wide receiver.
It's a very valid point. I think that where a third tight end for me starts becoming more of an option is when the opportunity costs, especially in a tight end premium, is not going to, is not right now. There is still some really nice young upside type of receivers that you want to start picking up as we get into the double-digit rounds.
Yep. I agree. So not out on a third tight end, out on a third tight end here at the ninth round.
I completely agree. I don't think we're going to go quarterback at this point, but you start thinking about setting up the rest of the draft when you're making these picks, right? So out of who we talked about, is it fair to say that we've narrowed it to like Debo, Devontae?
I don't know. I wonder if you can stop there.
Well, I was just going to say, we did mention Fuller. I had thrown his name out there. The problem with Fuller is you really need to take into consideration that he's not playing for the first, half or whatever it is of the season, most likely.
I think he's out. I think he's out week 1, which like isn't necessarily scaring me. But I just think that I didn't really want to get in like a narrative game, right? But like, he had 1 healthy season. That was the steroid season. And of course,
is he just suspended for 1 game? I thought it was more than that. Or did he serve them all last year?
That's what I think. I think he was like a 4-game suspension, but he got hit with the last or fact check me all you want. Check me into next Tuesday. But I think he served enough of it last year such that it's only week 1 this year.
Okay. So anyway, either way, let's take him out. You're not on board. I'm kind of iffy on Fuller. I don't want I was a lot bigger on him last year, going into last year. Before the chaos, I was really, especially where he's going, was nice value. So I think like you said, those top 2 guys, Debo, I think, is a nice value in that offense, just with the difference between him and Ayuk. Ayuk in this draft went, trying to see it really quick. Wow, he did. Where is he?
Man, my eyes can't find him either.
Oh, there he is. I see him in the 6th. So actually, I think he's fallen a bit, actually, because he went in the 6th. I feel like he was going a bit earlier. But anyways, I
think that's best ball tournament. I think that the quarterbacks are somewhat pushing him down here, maybe.
Maybe even the tight ends, if you look, the fact that we're at Tanyan by round 7, Tanyan and Fant. So, yeah, makes sense.
So JD, two facts. I do agree that Debo is slightly mispriced in comparison to Ayuk. I think that I like Ayuk a lot, and I don't think that Debo really needs to be, I guess in this case, 3 rounds later. I think in some it's like maybe 3.5 to 4 rounds later. So I do agree. Second fact I would say is if we narrowed it down to Debo and Devonta, both of those guys, this would be their max pick in the best ball tournament in the last few days. So just as we're considering getting my dreaded word value, I do think in this case, either of those guys is a value. So opinion. So 2 facts, 1 opinion. One opinion is I think that Devontae's 1% outcome has a much higher ceiling than Debo's. Like I think Debo is a great floor play. I think he's 100%. A great player.
There's more of the unknown there, right? And that's usually where we find the per se upside.
Yep. Yeah, this is like let's figure out if we've got a boat behind door number 1, but maybe behind door number 2 is a bigger boat.
Dan's favorite.
I think that I'm more interested in the bigger boat, if you will.
Well, you have
even though again, I think both are max value for sure here. I can tell you that from the ADP.
So the last couple of days they've been going in the 7th round,
That's
both
right.
of them.
Yep.
And like you said, we're in the 9th now.
Yep.
So definitely good value on both of them. I think you nailed it. I think you're looking for upside here. You're not trying to hit doubles and singles. You're trying to hit home runs in these tournaments.
Yeah, and either, and again, just to give the case, because I'm good on either. I'm just seeing more upside in Devontae. I could be talked into Debo for sure. By the bye weeks work. I don't think that we're again like totally beholden to the bye weeks. But either of them, I think what Debo's got 6 and Devontae's got 14. So I mean the benefit of Debo is he's not sitting there in those money weeks. But again, you got to get the money weeks to even be involved. So anyways, that's where I'm leaning is Devontae. But if you think that there's another tiebreaker that you like more on the Debo, willing to work with that too.
No, and just going on that, you had 1st and 15th guys on your show, and I can't remember who it was, if it was Deo or just talking about exactly what you said. Yeah. It's great to plan ahead and everything, but you got to get to that weekend, before you start worrying about like, I wonder if this guy's. So
let's worry about that problem when we get to the money week.
Yeah. See, I think for me, the key is this, because we picked up Gallup and this is probably going to be a flex guy. I'm definitely going for the upside with Smith. If it was our 4th, maybe 3rd, maybe we went like a heavy running back.
Yep.
Then I would want more of something of a Debo style for this pick. And I would look for that home run maybe a couple rounds later.
Makes complete sense to me.
All right. So
want to lock in Devontae and
yeah, and I think that sets up really nice things for later on, and we can touch on that in our next episode.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that we're in the weekdays. This was still a little bit hard with life and personal stuff, but we actually got a podcast in with only 2 picks instead of recapping 5. So was really happy with that, JD.
Totally. Yeah, I'm glad we got to get on. Guys, if you're watching, smash the like, smash the subscribe. Any comments on the picks, on the draft, any teams you like, don't like, stay tuned for John McGlynn coming on at 10 o'clock. And then there will also be, right after that, we'll be dropping a Football Guys Championship 500 draft that Theo, Dan, and I are going to be doing. And we'll drop it right after we're done doing the draft, so you guys can check that out. Have a good night, guys.
Go District. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, ball. And I bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. It's the Go District, y'all. I ball, cause I bleed. Hey, bleeding, I ball. Defeated the odds, didn't see him at all. JD in the pods, I needed it all. I bleeded a lie. You bleeded a lie, not bleeded a lie. And that's what I go do. Facts, let me show you. Happen to know dudes. Drafting, they don't do bad and they don't lose. Make you wanna bleed. It's the Go District boys giving you the business and no gimmicks. The best ball drafts got me feeling like it's Christmas. Then it's Christmas all of a sudden, and these riches came from nothing. And I got this all from loving a district. See, I just drafted, forget it. I laugh at the critics, they mad at the digits. I clap back by listening. See, BALLiN ain't a problem if you kick it with them off. And I refresh the feed till autumn, then I bleed, go.